Hi, lively viewers. Today I've brought you something so special. It's still an agri business, and today
Agribusiness.
agribusiness, and today we'll be looking at uh, different types of animals or species that this farmer is into. I'll let him introduce himself, and he will tell us what actually he's into. Uh, okay, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you very much.
so can you tell us your name?
My name is Innocent Kudese. Yeah.
Innocent Kudese.
Yeah.
If
Kudese. Innocent Ame Kudese, yeah.
okay, okay. I can see you are into more of hobby farming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So can you tell us a little bit about it?
Um okay, let's say right after school, I found myself doing some stuff which were kind of like taking my time and stuff. I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing. I did economics and then accounting.
Economics and
Accounting,
accounting.
yes. I wasn't
Okay.
really enjoying myself so much. But then along the line I realized that okay, I have passion for animals and stuff.
Okay.
So instead of taking it as a serious job, instead of taking it as, let's say, going through seriously and then becoming so serious with it, I said no. If you want to work and relax, you don't need to work. You need to do your hobby.
Come
Which,
again.
if you want to work and relax, if you
Mm-hmm.
want to relax with your job,
Mm-hmm.
okay, then you need to what? Do your hobby.
You need to do your hobby.
Yes. And my dad always tells me that the only way to make more is to do what you like to do best. That people will not like to do, but will want to pay for it.
Wow.
Yes. So basically, that's what I do. So I have birds and rabbits
Okay.
and stuff.
Birds and rabbits.
Birds, rabbits. I have fowls, ducks, geese, and then I used to have a what's it called, a fish pond.
Fish pond.
Yeah. So
Okay. But
it's basically
currently you're out of stock
yeah. Currently, I'm out of stock, so
for the
hope
fish.
yes. Actually, everything was cleared in one day, and that was the shock.
How many fishes?
I had about 2,000
2,000
and
fish.
everything.
One day.
Yeah,
Gone.
someone came and was like, Charlie, you told me that.
Wow. So you've made a huge profit over there.
Oh well, we are still managing, just doing small.
Well, okay. Um, so you have ducks, you have the fowls,
Yeah,
and the geese.
yeah. I have I think different species. Yeah,
Okay.
different species. Actually, because the hobby, it's kind of like let's say
Doing
ornamental birds,
okay,
which can also be used as food as well.
okay.
Because my fowls like this, I have
Brahma.
Brahma, yeah,
Okay,
and then this check fowls. I don't know their names, and then the ducks.
okay,
They are four different species.
okay.
That is, I have the Swedish black, I have the Pekins, Mallards, and the Muscovy. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So those are the types of
ducks
ducks
we have
that
here,
you
and I
have.
have the geese as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the ducks. So let's talk about the ducks first. How many ducks do you have currently?
50 plus.
You have 50 plus
Yes.
ducks.
Yeah.
The one we just saw this morning,
Those you've seen around, there are some brooding.
50 plus ducks.
Yeah.
So that means there are more than 50.
Yeah, and
Wow.
ducklings as well.
Wow. So how many ducks did you start with?
Two.
Two ducks. One male, one female.
No, there are three. Two female, one male.
Two female, one male.
Yeah.
For how many months now?
Let's say. Okay, I started them somewhere last year.
Okay.
After. So, somewhere in August. After July, so that was in August.
So you started the duck farm,
In August.
the duck rearing in August last
Actually,
year.
I started the birds in August. I started all in August last year.
You started all the ducks, the fowls, all in August.
Yes, but the fishes were before.
The fishes were before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And they've been able to give you 50 plus.
Actually, it's more than 50 because that's what we use in the house. We eat them, We kill them for our food. We sell some. We sell their eggs. So you can see, if we weren't selling eggs, we'd have been
Okay,
having
so
more.
it could be more than that.
Yes, they are supposed to be more, but then actually we enjoy them. And in this Christmas, people have even placed their orders. So,
With the ducks alone.
yes, and even the eggs.
And the eggs.
Yeah.
Wow. So how much is one duck?
Ranging from 150 to 250.
150 to 250.
Yeah.
Depending on how
size
is. Wow, that's cool. So if you need a duck for this festive season, what's the name of your farm?
Kiasa Farms.
Kiasa Farms.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can contact Kiasa Farms for your ducks or your fowls or the rabbits. So now, as we are talking about the ducks, you started with only 3, 2 females,
1 male.
1 male.
Yeah.
And now you have 50 plus.
Yeah.
Now, so what feed do you give them? Because I've realized that they don't have a pen where you keep them solely, but in the night you keep them, daytime you open them, you feed them, and it's like they are more of on a free range.
Yeah. I keep them in semi-intensive.
Semi-intensive. Okay.
Because during the night I want to have all of them at one place, so that controlled. Those who are laying, I can be able to gather some eggs and stuff. I'll be able to know whatever is happening.
Okay.
And then also check them every morning to see what is happening.
Okay.
Yeah. And with their feeding, I buy feed sometimes, and then in the school I take the leftover from the school to supplement.
Okay.
And the other plants here I add to them, so
okay.
I am kind of sorted.
So they eat the normal feed, poultry feed.
Yeah.
At the same time too, they eat
leftover from the school.
Okay.
And then my neighbors, everybody gives me leftover from their homes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Leftover, like which kind?
Yeah, kitchen leftover.
Kitchen leftover.
Yes.
The ducks eat it.
Yes.
Wow.
They give me their kitchen leftover, and then I feed the ducks. So in turn, I give them eggs.
So how lucrative is the duck business?
Man, it's far better. To me, it's far better than poultry.
Why is it far better than poultry?
With my research, I think with my research, if you are raising peckins, over here I have peckins. Okay. If you are raising peckins, within 45 days you can slaughter.
Within 45 days?
Yes, you can slaughter peckins.
Wow.
Yeah, and if you are keeping them for eggs, you can have this Swedish black. You can have peckins. Okay. And then silver yard. Hey, so there are 5 breed. You have a apple yard. Apple yard.
Apple yard.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
also yeah. You see about some 9 birds. They're always working in group. Those are the apple yard. Yeah.
Okay.
So they are for meat and eggs.
Both meat and eggs.
That is their purpose.
Oh. Okay.
And then the peckins is for meat and eggs.
Okay.
So the peckins within 45 days you can.
They are ready for market. 45 days.
Sharp.
So if you are keeping them for eggs, for now, how many eggs? How many crates of egg do you make from the ducks?
Half a crate every day.
Half a crate every day, yeah. From the 50 ducks.
Yeah.
Wow. How much?
And
is
then some of them actually go to lay in the bush.
Oh, okay.
So that's what makes me lose. But in the morning, I'm able to pick more. Like half a crate. So yeah.
So how much is one egg? One duck egg?
I sell them in crates.
You sell them in crate.
Yeah.
So a crate is how much?
70, 80.
70 Ghana cedis, 80 Ghana cedis per duck.
Yeah. For the crate.
So why is the duck egg so expensive compared to the?
It's bigger than the fowl egg, and it's more nutritious than the fowl too.
Why is it so nutritious than the?
I think you should just research it. If you talk of, let's say, when you break the duck egg in the container, okay, and break the fowl egg in the container, you realize that the fowl egg is like water.
The fowl egg is like water.
Water, very light.
Okay.
The duck egg is thicker. The duck egg has more of the white.
More of the white.
Yes. So
than the yolk.
More yolk too.
Okay.
So those doing the baking will prefer the duck egg, but I think they think it's expensive.
Okay.
You understand? But then I will say 3 fowl egg is equal to 2 duck egg.
Okay. Okay. So my lovely viewers, that's what he's saying, that the poultry or the fowl egg is less nutritious compared to
Duck.
that of the duck. So let me know your comments. Leave your comment in the comment section, and to let me see your view whether it is true. If you have any scientific backing, you can also put it there. And
You can research it and see.
we challenge his argument.
No shaking.
Okay.
I did for you. I did for you.
So you started with these 2 females and 1 male.
Yeah.
How much did it cost you to start?
A friend of mine, he gave me all for 250 cedis.
All the 3?
Yes.
For 250. How old were they before?
Oh, they were young.
They were young. So for how long did you took care of them before they started laying?
2-3 months they started laying.
2-3 months.
Yeah.
Since he gave it to you.
Yeah, within
2-3 months.
Yeah,
they started laying. So the first laying was how many?
The first one gave me 16 eggs and hatched all.
16 eggs.
And it hatched all.
All.
Yes. So after hatching, I was like, okay, I don't want to lose.
Okay.
So I created a place where I put the fowl, the chicken.
Okay.
The baby fowl, the chickens. So I created a place, and then I put them in there. Separated their mother from the kids.
Okay.
So I gave them constant light, constant feed.
Okay.
And then no mortality.
No mortality.
Yes.
So all the 16
came up.
You have now bred to 50 plus. You ate some, sold some, and it's still
the thing continues.
And
give some out.
And give some out.
Yes.
I guess I'll get my own before I go.
Yeah, because actually I try to conscientize the youth. Money is not everything. You don't need big money. You don't need huge sums of money to do anything. Like I always say, you just need the will to start.
The will to start.
The will to start and determination. You have to be determined, and consistency will make the thing.
So meaning that you need to be focused and know what you want.
You just know what you want. Just say this where you're going, and then this is what you want to do. Whatever comes. Maybe when you're starting, you might not see it well. Along the line, I experienced some snake attacks on the beds and stuff, and then imagine I woke up one day and then 6 ducks and then fowls. 6 ducks and 2 fowls were dead.
Wow.
And I had to bury all of them. Look at it and I'm like, oh Charlie. And some were also brooding, and then snakes finish them. And the snakes come to eat eggs and stuff.
Oh.
So when you look at all these things, you might get demoralized. But you should be thinking ahead of the snake as well.
So why don't you have a complete pen where you can have a protection for them from predators?
I am thinking of doing that, but I'm looking for a plan. That is it. What I'm actually doing, I'm trying to do something that is cost effective, something that I wouldn't waste much money in.
You don't pump in too much money.
No, I want
you make much money out of it.
Yes, I want to use what is around me to get what I want.
Wow. Yeah. So now somebody is watching you right now and wants to go into this duck farming. This is your system that you are putting in place.
Yeah.
What is the actual standard system that somebody needs to put in place to go into the duck farming?
I think if you want to make more from the ducks, you should construct a pen for them.
Okay.
A coop for them, not a pen, a coop.
Okay.
With enough covering and everything. You don't need a pool for them like I've done. You don't need a pool for them. Okay. Just get some water where they can drink and then wash their nostrils and stuff.
Okay.
And then no pool is required and stuff. And just get a vast land where they can go to forage, because naturally they are foragers, where they can get some grass to eat and stuff. If you don't have that also, you can keep it in your small place.
Okay. And do some small
and just get them. Pool. You don't need a pool. You see, you can rear ducks without a pool.
You can rear them without a pool.
Yeah, the first time you came, there was no pool.
Yes.
This pool was just constructed.
Yes.
Just get some small cans, fetch water inside, where they can always have enough water, because when they're eating, they get choked on their food.
Okay.
So when they get choked, they go to drink, wash their nostrils, come back again, and eat again.
Oh, okay. So the purpose of the water is for washing of
their nostrils. So
you don't need to invest in having
a pool.
The pool. Yeah. But if only you could get a container where you could fill it with,
and they will just go drink.
go and drink and wash their nostrils. You are good to
You're
go.
good to go.
So it doesn't require so much attention.
Let's say doing that
Mhm.
compared to fowls, I think you don't require so much attention for the
You
ducks.
don't need so much attention.
No,
But with the little you give it, they should be able to
they should survive.
give you
Yes.
maximum production.
That is it. And then also, if you're into farming,
Okay.
you can use the ducks as well as your as a pest control or insect control as well.
Won't they eat? Assuming you have a maize farm, won't they eat the?
Good. When you are starting,
Mhm.
you see, before you start, you want to clear the farm,
Okay.
and there are insects and stuff in the yard.
Okay.
What you just do is that if you have the whole place fenced,
Okay.
release them into the farm. They'll pick every insect.
Okay.
You understand? They'll pick every insect or anything that can cause you.
Oh, okay.
They'll pick all of them. When you're done, you bring them inside, get the place weeded, then start your stuff.
Okay. So now, is there market for duck business in Ghana?
What I will tell you is that there is market for everything, even stone.
There's market for even stone. Wow. Okay. Because somebody, before you venture into some business, one of the most important requirements is to do a market survey to know whether there's market for this kind of product or not. So if somebody is having ducks right now, where can they go and sell it? Or if somebody is having ducks and is not getting the market, what should the person do now?
I think I've told you this before, that if you have a smartphone with internet and you can still sell anything, then you are doing yourself.
With social media and a smartphone and internet,
yes,
you are good to go.
You should be able to sell everything you want. Basically, I don't carry my stuff on my head. I just market them online. It's done.
You just market, you just put them on your social media, Facebook, WhatsApp,
Twitter, and everything. And it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
So people contact you from all.
And there are passers by who also see them. Then Charlie, sometimes I just put the pictures of my fowls there, and then they're like, "Wow, Charlie, how much is it?" I put the price. Someone will be like, "Okay, how many can I get?" So now, if you check the Brahma, I have just 2 males left and a lot of females. So the 2 males I'm using as my parent stock to cross the females and then to give me more Brahma. So right now, if you need male Brahma,
no, you are not selling the male Brahma.
I'm left with 2.
So you are not selling it.
No, I want to have more. So the brooder house I showed you, that is where I'm keeping them. So and some of the fowls are still brooding, hatching more. When they hatch, and I keep all of them in the brooder house, feed them till they become something else.
With the current challenge with feed in Ghana, how are you managing it?
Like I said, I am living in a natural environment where I try to produce my own feed. If I don't buy, I get leftovers from the the school. And then there are other plants you can add to it. And also medication, I don't want to medicate them with the medication from the vet. So I create my own medication and I add so many stuff just to get them going.
This is it concoction or
no concoction? You know, whatever plant you see around, okay, it's been researched already. When you came, I told you about leukemia. Okay. This leukemia was being used after the Second World War as food for all animals. Okay. Most animals did. And trust me, all animals do eat it. Wow. So knowing that, I feed the rabbits with it, I give the fowls, I give the ducks, and almost every animal.
So that one reduces your cost of feed. That the money that you need to pump into
the whole place is full of leukemia.
Okay.
Okay. And they're in the net.
Okay.
And the woods are being eaten again.
Okay.
The wood is being eaten again. So what am I doing? I'm now looking at this place. This place is kind of like all the trees are growing.
Okay.
You understand? So I said, okay, let me clear inside. And then use the net around
the live trees.
The live trees.
Okay.
So that this one, the termites wouldn't infest them.
Okay.
Then forever I'm okay.
Okay.
Just trying to think outside the box and not squeeze myself out.
Okay. You are a graduate.
Mm-hmm.
From which institution?
Catholic University.
Catholic University.
Sunyani Fiapre.
What?
Sunyani.
Oh, okay. Now, why didn't you go and look for a job and you decide to go into this?
Charlie. Everybody's looking for a job.
Everybody's looking for a job.
Yes.
Okay.
And everybody is saying, and all those offering the jobs are saying there is no job.
All those who are offering the job are saying there's no job.
Somehow you go and then follow them and chase them and stuff. And I think if they say there's no job and we're all looking for a job, why wouldn't you create a job? So basically I said, instead of going to look for the job, let me create it actually. And maybe basically when I was in school, I was, what would I say? I was doing small stuff in school.
Okay.
So I am actually enterprising. So I use every opportunity I have. So going to see for job and stuff was kind of a waste of time because I want to enjoy what I'm doing, not endure what I'm doing. So I don't want to endure a job. I want to enjoy my job.
You want to enjoy your job,
not to endure. Yes.
The job. Oh, okay. So somebody will be like, I'm a graduate, so I don't want to do this I don't want to get my hands dirty because the fowls will poo around or I cannot clean them, it look nasty. But you are a graduate and you decide to go into it. Why?
Basic thing my dad told me.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you would like to do,
mm-hmm.
which people will not like to do, but yet want to pay for it. We're willing to pay for it.
We'll be willing to pay for it.
Yes. So if you're keeping these animals,
mm-hmm.
you're keeping these birds, they're moving around, poo-pooing, you sweeping and cleaning and Charlie, you understand? Going around carrying feed and then getting to the bush, getting yourself dirty and stuff. Someone wants to be in a suit and tie.
Yeah.
Someone wants to be called manager, boss.
Yes.
But then you definitely still come back to eat food. You understand?
So you want to be the food provider?
Basically, I'm looking for your needs. Let me tackle your needs for you.
Wow.
And I always tell all my friends, I'm like, there's a lot of problems. and it's a pinhole. Now try to enlarging that pinhole, and you'll be fine.
So you are trying to say that because of the close down of the poultry farmers, there's going to be bird shortage
And
locally. So this is a window of opportunity to venture it into keeping birds.
Yeah. So
and for egg production,
meat
production.
So looking at this, I realized that the poultry farmers are wasting. They are going to spend much money in what's it called?
In acquiring feed.
In acquiring feed. Imagine how long they are going to feed their birds to give eggs. You understand?
Okay.
How long they're going to feed their birds to give eggs?
Okay.
And how long will the poultry fowl give you the eggs? When they start laying the first, second year, they start becoming weak. Okay. You have to let them off.
Okay.
Dispose them and then restart again. And when you are bringing new ones, okay, it's going to take you like how many months? 6 months or so.
Yeah.
For you to kind of like get back to your production.
Business. Okay.
2 years, and then you have 6 months off, or let's say 7 months off.
Okay.
And then starting again. While with the duck, you will have it for how long? For 7 years, and then be fine.
The ducks?
Yes.
For 7
years.
You
will have your eggs for 7 years. Okay, 6-7 years. Then the 8th year they start going down. The egg production start going down.
One duck.
That is it.
Wow.
That's their laying span.
Wow.
So you see, and we have various. You see, if you are selecting your ducks, select according to the purpose you are looking for.
Okay.
I select for eggs and meat. And so if you check the Perkins, that white one over there, okay, with the tail curled like that.
Yeah.
That is the male drake. That's a drake.
Okay.
That's a Perkins.
Okay.
So that tail you see there, okay, shows the the difference.
Okay.
So that's a male. So those ones are for meat and eggs.
Okay.
You understand? If you are taking this, you know that in a year, one is giving about 240 eggs.
Okay.
Okay. And they will give you about 240 eggs. And they will give you consistently for 6-7 years.
Wow.
8th year, they start going down. So then when it's getting to this extent, what do? You start looking for some. So, and by then, the poultry farmer would have lost some years. You understand? Okay. Of egg production.
Okay, so the poultry, if you're a poultry farmer and you are listening to him, and you think his point is arguable, kindly interact with us in the comment section for us to know whether it is true that you are going to be out of business or you're going to be losing whilst he's gaining through that period. So your comments are welcome.
Basically, they wouldn't. I wouldn't say they would lose, because our taste buds has been channeled to this poultry, this fowls.
Okay.
So my my duty and let's say my mission now, and some other duck farmers have a mission to actually show the consumers these different tastes. The taste
of the prospect of this and that.
That is it. And then you can choose which way to go.
Okay.
And I think if you try the two, you will decide where to go.
Okay. Do Ministry of Agric knows that you are into this business?
Yeah.
They know?
Yeah. Actually,
Have they visited you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
And I got an award for best agro processing.
Oh, okay. This year?
Yeah, in my municipality.
Oh, okay. The best?
Yes.
First best or second?
Best agro processing.
Best agro processing.
Yes. So when I say best, it's best.
It's best. Okay.